Happy Friday! It's time for another edition of Awkward Silence with me, Cindy Brummer, UX leader, I guess, UX designer for sure, and all around opinionated individual. Uh, Topic for this week is something that I've been dealing with a lot, is imposter syndrome, uh, which when I talk to junior designers about this, they're often surprised when they hear people who've been in their career for a long time expressing that they struggle with imposter syndrome. We hear it all the time. And yes, it happens to me as well, especially when I have disappointments. So, disappointments like, maybe not getting the deal that I was looking for, or, maybe something didn't work out with a client, maybe they didn't like my design. And it can happen to the best of us. And my theory is that a lot of imposter syndrome comes from this idea that we're competing with everyone else. We have this expectation that we set for ourselves to be the best, and then when we compare ourselves to others, if we're not measuring up to that, it can make us feel less than, or maybe when we're not comparing ourselves to others, but we think we should be at a certain place, or things shouldn't happen and we should be better than ourselves. That's when that imposter syndrome sneaks in. And my friend Andrina and I were talking about this morning, and we were mentioning that there's imposter syndrome, and then there's also the monster. And the monster is when it gets to you so much that it becomes debilitating, and you got to let that emotion out. And I don't know how to completely get rid of imposter syndrome, but I do know that if we can stay grounded in who we are as individuals and appreciate ourselves for the individualism that we bring to the world, and stay true to that, it can help a lot with battling imposter syndrome. And the reason I'm sitting in front of this door, this is my house, and I wanted to show you the googly eyes at my front door. This is who we are at my house. We're kind of jokesters. We leave Halloween decorations up all year long. And we're okay with that because that's who we are. If I tried to compare myself to maybe folks that have like a more stately yard, or just a better presence, it would make me feel less than. But I've learned to own who we are as a family and what our yard looks like. And it's a good lesson for owning who I am as a designer, as a leader, because even it gets to the best of us. So I hope that if you are dealing with imposter syndrome, that this will help you think on and reflect on how special you are as an individual and what you bring to the world, and that even though there might be others that you feel like you're competing with, even though you may not be where you want to be, hopefully you're not beating up yourself too much, and you can appreciate things for what they are. So until next Friday, happy weekend. Bye.